My name's Alex.
I was not expecting that much power.
Otherwise known as Supercar Blondie. I've driven the most exclusive and expensive cars.
That is the car of the future.
And now I have millions of followers around the world tuning in to see what's next. I've managed to turn my passion for supercars into a dream career. But no one's as obsessed about cars as much as Americans. So I'm traveling across the country to uncover the mavericks.
What is this?
Swanking boat.
The outlaws.
When the whole car went sideways. Wow! Wow! Woo! I'm gonna start doing that.
And the hustlers.
We hustle people for money.
Hot car, coming in.
That make up these unique motoring crews.
This is possibly the craziest drive. I'm losing my dog!
This time, I'm hunting down the Detroit drag races.
Every inch off means you could actually be heading straight into the concrete wall. Okay, ready.
I couldn't come to America and not visit Detroit. The birthplace of the American car industry. A city built by Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler. At its height, it was manufacturing tens of thousands of cars per day. And in the 60s, they were competing to produce the ultimate car to capture the American public's imagination, the muscle car. With Ford having huge success with the Mustang, a V8 muscle car, they also developed the ultimate supercar, the GT. And today, I'm getting to drive their latest model.
Now I feel like my journey in Detroit has really truly started. I love this car so much that I've actually put in an allocation to be able to own one of these. Let's start her off. One of the coolest features in this car is this button right here, and it's to lift the front so that you can get around whatever city you're in without scraping the front of the car. With any other supercar, you have to wait for it slowly to lift. With this button, watch this. Here we go. We'll just put it into drive, shift this wheel around here, and we're ready to go. This car is worth about $500,000. Even if you have the money to buy it, you have got to basically write an essay about why you deserve to buy a car like this, and you submit that to Ford, and then it's totally in their hands whether or not they think you're good enough to buy this Ford GT. And that's how this world of supercars works. It's just one of those cars that look like nothing else on the road. And also I quite like the fact that you say you have a Ford. It can be understated in a way. No one really needs to know that it's a $500,000 car, but you know yourself just how special this car is. And when you look at it, of course, it's one of those cars you think, oh my goodness. It gets you asking questions. What is this? How fast does it go? You know, it's not one of those typical cars where you see a Ferrari and everyone knows it's a Ferrari. This one gets people thinking. Just feels great. What a way to start my trip in Detroit.
But the real reason I'm in Detroit is to get behind the wheel of a muscle car and race it. I've heard there's this thriving underground racing scene where people are winning and losing fortunes racing their cars, and I want to see it for myself. It might be a quarter-mile track, but getting it wrong can have huge consequences. So I needed to get in with the right people. My first contact is Ken Lingenfelter, a man obsessed with muscle cars. His company specializes in modifying high-performance engines, and he owns an impressive collection of over 200 unique cars.
It was perfect that I found Ken, actually, because he had grown up in this car scene, so he knew people. And I'm trying to find the muscle car scene in Detroit. This is where it all began. So we are in the birthplace of muscle cars here in Detroit.
Yes, we are. I mean, this was the place everything got started. A lot of people think that the very first muscle car was a 1964 GTO.
Right.
And for good reasons. It was a very good-looking car, lots of horsepower. That was the start. And it was kind of an arms race. Everybody wanted to match each other. Everybody was always trying to one-up each
Right.
other.
As quickly as possible, because
Sure.
you've got all of these cars coming out year after year, bigger and better and more powerful.
Right.
And that's all in the span of, what, 8-10 years?
Yeah,
So this is the pinnacle of muscle cars.
exactly. Pontiac GTO Judge. This was available in just a couple of different colors. Big, big power. Cool things like hood scoops.
Yeah.
Tack on the hood.
That is really cool. So you don't actually have that here on the dash. You're looking
Exactly.
straight through the windscreen
Right.
at your speed.
There you
which
go.
is super cool.
And, you know, four-speed transmission. You'll notice the Hurst shifter. That was a big deal. Yeah.
It's not the typical round gear stick.
Fits your hand perfectly, so you're right on every gear when you're shifting.
It's part of the feel,
There
isn't
you
it,
go.
of the muscle
Exactly
car?
right.
Okay.
The Judge was only available in very few colors, and this orange was like the best.
It's fire.
This happens to be a high-performance 289 Mustang.
Mustang. Mustang.
Same muscle car, and most people will think,
Mustang.
developed in 18 months, Ford made a surprise hit, selling over 400,000 in the first year, breaking all sales records with over 10 million sold to date.
Can make a swinger out of any man.
Why do people love this car so much?
Well, you know, if you're a Ford guy looking to find the highest performance Ford product back in the day,
Yeah.
Mustangs would be at the top of the list. This car does look a little extra under the hood. These are valve covers. They say Cobra on them. And that was part of the iconic Cobra Ford Mustang.
Right, so you wouldn't need these particular covers on it?
No.
You just want it for looks?
Exactly.
Okay.
Sure. It gives it the muscle car look. The Nova was really kind of an everyday car.
Okay.
But it was also a smaller car. It had lots of characteristics that would make it a good muscle car.
So this was actually a family car originally?
And that's the thing. You could get this as just like a grocery getter. The gentleman I bought this car from restored it. He basically had an SS 350. He left the 350 cubic inch engine badges on
side.
there. It's really got a 396.
Oh, wow.
And so it was considered a sleeper. So if you were to end up pulling next to this guy and decided you might want to race,
Right.
you'd think he had a 350, but he had a 396.
This was a sleeper car.
I've heard the expression before, and the chances are I'd probably seen these cars, but you'd never know. I was so curious to see under the hood.
You can see he's even got the same markings on the motor.
So this is a more powerful motor, but he's got the original markings on it.
Right. Bigger pistons and better crank, and so as a result, you'd never know by looking at this car that it's got the kind of power that it does.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool car. So.
Nice. What I'm really here for is to get behind the wheel of a muscle car. Is this a lost cause, or do
Well-
you think you do know someone who could maybe bring their car out that's not as precious as some of these cars in here?
You know, how about we take a ride in a ZR1 Corvette? I think this would be kind of fun, and maybe we can talk a little bit more about it.
Okay. Ken was a little bit iffy about whether or not he should be pointing me in that direction. Like, are you sure you want to be finding these people? What kind of trouble can I get into realistically, Ken? I mean, what are we talking about?
Well, if you get caught drag racing, they'll put you in jail. So that's one big thing. You know, I'll be sitting down an expressway and people will pull up next to me and want me to race them.
Right.
You know, gas it a little bit, you know, or drop the transmission down into a lower gear.
Yeah.
Enticing you, trying to entice me into a race. And I just won't take the bait. You got to be a little careful here. There's risk, and not everybody in that crowd is going to be very nice all the time.
He made it very clear that he's not in this scene, but he knew people. But he said, look, okay, you've traveled this far. I'm going to help you out.
There is a guy that I know.
So we start driving down the road, and before I know it, he says, get out.
Alex, this is as far as I'll go.
Okay, so
Just go back by the workshop there.
Ken sent me to meet the Godfather, a man who's built a life out of his passion for street racing. I'd be coming face to face with a local legend.
hi, how's it going?
Must be Alex.
Yes.
I'm Bob. I heard you want to go drag race. This is a little bit down the road for you, but let me show you some other stuff first.
Okay, so this isn't something I just hop into.
No, this little time takes to get into
Okay.
that.
Wow, that's
Basically, what you mostly start out as a street car. Basically, maybe something like the Challenger, the Cuda's an actual street car.
I would like to have that kind of experience for
I
me.
can probably hook you up with
Really?
that. Sure. Tomorrow they got a race at Milan, kind of like a street deal where they actually do the arm drop to start races, which is great for beginners.
Awesome, there's a race. And I may have a way of getting in.
My daughter Amanda.
Nice to meet
That's
you,
what she
Amanda.
drives.
This is your car.
That's my toy.
That's
yeah.
incredible. So this is a family gig.
I'm the
Okay.
youngest of 4 girls. He wanted a boy. He made me. So I'm in a boy hobby.
Okay, well, we both are. We're
Right.
both around
Very
cars
true.
all the time.
I actually started out 17 years old. I bought a car basically like this, 68 Plymouth Roadrunner. But that's what got me into it. My uncle bought the car brand new. Loved it from the first day I saw it when I was 11 years old in 1968.
It is a great looking car, I have to say. And then what, you got into street racing?
Well, I was street racing the car. Then I got into drag racing the car.
Was that all legal, Bob?
No, he always got in trouble.
Really?
You know, back then it was worth it.
So when I was younger, he built a car for my mom, and she drove us to school, and she would pick us up in it. But the thing was, it was fast for back then, and it was a bottle baby. It was a 9-second street car, which was unheard of
She's
back in
talking
the 90s.
bottle baby.
Yeah, I was about
Which
to say,
is
what
nitrous.
that?
Nitrous oxide.
Okay.
Bottle baby, that's what I call that.
Okay.
He had that set up so that he could make money so that he could go racing on the weekend.
Okay. How do you actually make money from something like that?
Obviously, if a guy come and looked at the car and he goes, well, that thing don't really look that fast to me.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Huh,
It's
so it
the
was a
wife's
sleeper.
car.
It was a sleeper.
Okay.
That's what he always said. It's the wife's car, but we'll race it.
This is just street racing.
This is street racing. One guy calls out another car. Back in the day, $1,000 races on the street,
Quite a lot of money.
a lot of money. I was a little bit smarter, even though the car was capable of beating them by car lengths, I would just barely beat them.
Okay.
So the next week, they would put more money in their car, and they think, I can get you this week. I'm
There's
like,
real strategy
let's
there.
go again. Well,
There really
you
was.
had to be, yeah.
It was a competitive thing.
Yeah. In one summer, I raced the same guy 6 times. Every time I beat him by a fender.
And this is once a week, so you're earning like $1,000 a week street racing or more?
Sometimes more, sometimes less, you know. I know I went out there many a nights, didn't have any money at all on me.
Right.
Bet the first one $50, had a little money, would bet that, and you know, we'd get home 4 or 5 in the morning with over $1,000.
Is this something that still happens now?
Well, we still do it now. If I get called out, I'll go out.
You'll go out, leave.
If the price is right, the deal is real type thing. So it can happen during the day at an ice cream store. It can happen at a party, anywhere.
It's been able to sustain you, and over all of that period of time, something like street racing is something
Over 30 years.
that could sustain
Live
you and turn
learn.
into a business.
Yeah, live and learn.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Who are the other people street racing? Who may I come up against if I'm doing this?
That's the thing. When it comes to street racing, anybody can do it. You can have experience or you don't have to have any. And that's what really makes it dangerous.
Are there any people that I should be looking out for?
It's the ones that you least expect. I mean, you've had people on the street almost pull a gun because they didn't want to pay, right?
Exactly.
But we learned the hard way. You know, it started to get in such high dollar bets that people started pulling guns they didn't want to pay, or they would take your car.
Yeah.
We've seen it all.
There's a dark side to it.
So as a woman, on top of that, it's a little bit more difficult as well.
It's very difficult. I had a benefit of being a McSwain.
So me coming in, not knowing anything, not having a name.
Well, now you're part of Godfather Racing.
Thank you.
So you get a perk.
Thank you. You're going to protect me?
We'll help you out.
All right.
But before the Godfather's going to let me on the track, I need to get a car and understand how to race it. He sent me further into the outskirts of Detroit to meet the Engine King. I walked into this garage and met Enrique. And this is a garage that is very well known to people in the scene. But if you're not in the scene, you'd never guess what was happening behind those doors. He was the guy tapping into these cars to completely change what they were capable of doing. With the back wheels jacked up on a dyno rig, Enrique can test the car at maximum speed.
We're there, you're able to go into drive, and you're gonna have to use the paddle shifts in order to run the car.
Okay.
Let the brake go and gradually give it gas and shift up to 6th gear.
So for each gear, I'm going to go up to about 2,500. And then once I get to 6th gear, I've got to go all the way up, right?
Right.
Okay, all right.
Until my signal.
Okay, just go for it, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Hang on a minute.
This software was hacking into this car to change it from a stock standard muscle car to something that could win every race on the street.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh my God. And you're literally going 180 miles an hour in a garage. I've never experienced that before. There's adrenaline rushing through me right now.
And it's like he's this mad scientist. He knows exactly what's going on. I have no clue at the beginning, but he takes me through each little box and what that means.
When we came into this, we had 3 things that we needed to look at. So this is the first one here, right?
That's the spark.
Okay. And what does this mean now? What are we seeing on screen?
So we're seeing we commanded the spark, and it's doing what we told it to do.
Okay. But it's not perfect yet.
It's not perfect.
Here we got to do a little bit of an improvement.
Yeah, we want to touch up that dip.
Okay, makes sense.
After a couple of hours tuning the car, Enrique and I decide to go out and let our hair down, Detroit style.
Oh, fish tacos.
Thank you.
Love fish tacos.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better than that, does it? Food and cars.
Right.
It's been a long day.
We're alone.
Yeah. I've learned from you today how to tune the car.
Yep.
What are we going to do next?
We're gonna go out to the track tomorrow.
Okay. I'm feeling a little bit nervous about the other characters I'm going to be meeting over the next few days.
I don't feel it's much to worry about. Everybody's good people, so let's just have some fun tonight.
All right. Cheers to that. I love that. Thank you so much. Ooh, that was a bad one. Oh, hopefully I'll be better tomorrow. All right, mate.
It's race day. And like the perfect hosts, Bob and Amanda have offered to take me along to the track. I love the way Bob's made a family business out of his passion, racing dragsters.
Now I have the 3 generations of the Godfather
All of us here.
standing around me. Father, daughter,
Granddaughter.
and granddaughter.
Yep.
So you're actually already racing. You've got a lot of experience
Yes.
under your belt.
I've been racing for 3 years.
Do you feel comfortable in something like this?
Yes, at first I didn't. I was pretty scared to go down the track, but now I love it.
How fast do you get going?
790.
An 8th mile, which her car is actually pretty quick. She's doing 90 miles per hour. She will beat a 5.0 Mustang, no problem.
And this isn't a really quick amount of time. This isn't a few seconds. You're getting up to 90 miles an hour in this.
7 seconds.
And oh, I can't even comprehend it.
Okay, this is a practice tree. Just test your reaction time.
To get my race head on, Bob's got a little game to get me in the zone.
So, do you have any tips?
Well,
Don't sleep, which is basically waiting too long to let go of the button.
Okay, so preempt it.
yeah. So as soon as you see the last yellow come on, that's when you want to let go.
Okay, so what happens if I lift too soon? Am I out of the race?
Yes.
The light will be red.
You will
Your
go
bottom
red.
light will come on red.
Okay,
That
and it means
it's a
you're
false
out.
start.
Yes.
Yep.
False start. Okay, but we get 3 goes.
Okay.
Okay? All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
You think you're gonna win, aren't you? I know you're quietly confident.
I don't know.
Wonder where she gets that from.
Yeah. This one right over here, is it?
It's a waterfall.
Oh, this is you, Godfather. That's you, the Godfather. Okay.
You hold this button, and then
Oh yeah, we've got to tell the lights that we're ready to go, right? Oh God. Oh. Well, what did I get?
A 500 is a perfect light. Kaylee just went 15 thousandths of a second to being perfect, and you went 79 for being perfect.
So I've got a ways to go.
No, you did pretty good.
Did
yeah,
I? Okay.
real
yeah,
good.
very
Okay.
first time that was pretty good.
Okay. So you want to get 0.500. Okay. All right. So you win the first round.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
And we're off. Hey, exactly the same time.
Identical
Look at
reaction
that.
time.
How is that even possible?
See, you're thinking you let go at the same time every time, but that was a 570 and then a 543.
There's a big difference.
It's a
So you
big
actually got
difference.
better.
And
So that
You got
20,
better.
it's a 20th of a second or a 200th of a second.
2,000th.
2,000ths of a second. And that can win you a race or lose you a race.
absolutely.
Wow, okay. I'm working my way up. The first time I was behind you, second time we were even, third time, maybe a little bit
21
luckier.
thousandths ahead of you.
Charm.
Okay, are you ready? Let's pull up. Okay. All right, ready? Let's go. Ooh, I think I was a bit late then. Oh!
She was early.
Kaylee red light.
Oh,
She
you
lost
red
that
lighted.
one.
No way.
So you won that one.
So I won.
Yeah.
Did I
Yes,
win?
ma'am.
Did I win?
So now you're racing.
Man, this is exciting. I can't believe it. Well, thank you. You did that on purpose, didn't you? You let me
Yep.
know. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it.
I can't believe it. I'm in. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
I'm at the Milan Dragway here in Detroit, Michigan, and I have got a massive challenge in front of me. It's freezing. I've got my gloves on. It's like minus 10 degrees. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Let's go. Let's see what we can do.
Now that I've got the all clear from the Godfather, I'm meeting up with Enrique.
Hi, how are you, Enrique?
He's brought his Dodge Charger that we tuned last night.
Okay, cool.
So we made some changes since the last time you seen the car.
Okay, what's been done?
We went ahead and did different tires for the track. We also made some tune modifications to it. So it's making a little bit more horsepower than the last time you seen it.
So what kind of horsepower are we talking
So
about
right now we're at 491 to the rear tire.
Okay, wow. All right.
I'm gonna show you a few pointers and then we'll let you take it.
I'm gonna be flagging a race.
Okay.
The cone's down at the 8th mile. Once you hit them cones, get out of it. Because once you hit the track prep at the other end,
Yeah.
it starts getting slippery. If you lock up the brakes, you are gonna slide.
Okay, fine.
If the tires start white smoking, get out of it.
Control it slowly.
Yes.
Don't freak out,
Correct.
even though you might be heading for a wall. Just
So
Okay,
when I flag you guys,
Yeah.
give me a thumbs up that each car's ready.
Yeah.
And then I'll drop my arms.
and just hell for leather.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Kind of?
I'll show you in the car how we're gonna do the
Okay.
car process.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so what we got to do first is we got to warm the tires up.
Okay.
We're going to hold it in drive,
Okay.
hold this button.
Yeah.
Now the car doesn't move because it's holding the front brakes.
Oh, okay.
So now we're able to do a burnout.
Go. Woo.
And you get a lot of smoke.
I can't breathe. I really can't breathe. Woo! It's so dramatic. And then just nothing happens. So this is the moment. Okay, we're ready.
So I got both feet on, one on the brake,
Yep.
one on the gas.
Yep.
So now I'm going to watch him.
Go! Boom! Let's go! Oh, we're up to 80, 90 miles an hour. Oh, almost made it to 100. It's so much fun. It just gets the adrenaline going. You know, there's no doubt in my mind why people do this. It just, it gets your blood flowing. Okay, my turn. Don't hit the wall.
Wish me luck.
Okay, good luck. Let's go, woo! I feel nervous for my passenger more so myself.
Let the button go. Perfect.
Yeah, hey!
So follow his direction on which way to go, take the car.
Okay, we've got to line up the car.
That's right.
Every inch off means that within a couple of meters you could actually be heading straight into the concrete wall. So we've got Mike lining me up to make sure that the tires are exactly straight before I hit the gas.
So you're doing pretty good. All you got to do is get your footwork down in sequence and we'll be able to get it to go pretty quick.
So as soon as I take left foot off the brake, right foot needs to slam down and off we go. All right. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, I'm going to give the thumbs up.
All right.
It wasn't, yeah, that was...
So what she did when she left the line, she smoked the tires about. That would most times hook you into the wall. She somehow had enough knowledge to steer it right.
I think I scared him a little bit.
Just a little.
But I still haven't got it, you know. I thought it'd be easy, but it's not actually that easy. There's some skill here, for sure. Yeah, okay, so we'll give it another go. All right, let's go again. Yeah.
Before I can get another chance to practice, there's a turn of events.
So there's someone that wants to race you that feels like he's got some competition for you. That's Randy from Detroit Street Racing.
Randy, got my eyes on you, mate. Don't embarrass yourself.
We call it putting a gap on somebody.
Oi, things are getting serious.
He's gonna show you how to do a burnout.
Oh, I see it.
All bark, no bite, I reckon.
Oh, let's get it!
Just for show. Enrico, are you feeling a bit nervous, or how are you feeling right now?
I was nervous on the first one. This
Were you?
one, a little better.
A little better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, that's good.
Okay, ready.
All right, go.
We're going head to head.
Yay! Woohoo!
And I've won!
Yeah! Stalling the skill, wasn't it, Enrique?
Skill on that one.
So my first go, drag racing against another car, I actually won, thanks to Enrique's toot there. Thank you very much. I'm not sure how much of that was skill and how much was literally horsepower. I'm thinking most of it was just the horsepower. Enrique, feel free to lie. Yeah?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of guts to do that. It really does. And I respect her for doing that.
For her to put herself out there and do a first-time drag race, it is amazing. And to do it in front of people.
Hey, I won.
Nah.
You were the only guy that had some faith in me, so it's all down to you. Thank you, and you as well. Thank you. The two. You almost had me. You almost had me. Good work, though. Good work. You took it easy on me though, right? That was what was happening.
No, that was all I had.
Was it?
Yeah, I've seen your Instagram. I'm not taking it easy today.
You're just going hell for leather. Are you allowed to come around these parts anymore, losing to me?
No.
No, I think you're banned, aren't you? Did you see it? Did you see it?
I seen the hazards come on. I thought he got you.
Oh, really?
See, we turned the hazards down when we
as
were
a
out
win.
front.
See, everybody thought I won.
Mate, no one told me that trick. Okay, for next time, I'm going to put my hazards on from the beginning.
There you go.
She had traction, she didn't let off, and it was a good run.
I think she's doing good. She's doing really good. She's picking up on it fast. And that's rare. That doesn't always happen. She's got it.
Nice to see another girl down here. That's awesome. So do you come down here a lot?
After my win, people are lining up to take me on.
So are we going to race or?
I'm going to race him, and then I'm going to come around, and then I'll race you.
Okay, so you get a practice run in?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll see how we go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'm excited. You ready? Okay, awesome, April. We'll see you on your way back.
Okay.
Be safe.
I will.
Off she goes. Hey, she's doing really well. I've got some competition here. Okay, all right, April, it's on. You think the tyres still have enough in them to give me another go? Just one, huh? Is that it?
That's it. So just remember everything we talked about.
Okay.
Do the exact same thing,
Okay.
and you should be good.
Okay.
Bring it back like this.
I'm going to make you proud. All right, okay, all right.
I'm going to do this for Enrique. He's been the ultimate guide and teacher.
Thanks, Enrique.
You got this!
Okay, April, are you ready?
Yes, are you ready?
Are you ready, though? Are you
Yes,
ready?
are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Ready. Oh, she's really got me! Woo!
I win!
Yeah!
My second race.
She was fast off the starting line. She really was. I think she's had some practice at this. Good on you, April. Awesome. You did awesome! It's the redhead. Lots of fire.
Nonetheless, nothing beats Enrique's sleeper.
I think I've pretty much done in for Enrique's tyres. He's saying there's $600 per tyre, so I might need to get my wallet out, help him out. Coming through. Bob, did I win? Did I? Oh, that's excellent. I thought you were going to come up here and give me a few pointers. Is there anything you can say?
We can do that.
Yeah?
You guys gonna go down again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No way.
I must have won Bob over because he's handed me the keys to his truck to race Amanda, his daughter.
So we're going to be the only two blondies on the track and the baddest ones.
Which blonde is going to win?
Ready?
The blonde in the red or the blonde in the white?
I bet I got the best burnout.
Oh!
Anybody, not just you.
Oh!
I'm calling the boys out.
Oh, I like that. Okay, I want to see this. Check out this burnout. Wow! That's ridiculous!
We needed to give him a little bit of that girl touch, you know what I mean?
Amazing! Wow! Okay, alright, okay. Alright, who's gonna lose? Not who's gonna win, that's the question. Okay, ready. Oh, jeez! I've got no chance. No chance. It's like I'm on a Sunday drive in this car. Oh, hilarious.
We gave him a girl touch.
Wow. I was lost in a cloud of smoke with you in front, honestly. I wasn't expecting that. That was awesome. Please tell me your car has a bit more power than this car. Okay, good. Hey, thanks. Oh, God. I hardly got off the starting line. Everyone's so nice here. It doesn't matter how badly you do. Everyone's still like, whoa, good job, you're awesome.
Not bad for a rookie. I've lost one, but I did win 2 races. But most of all, I've been accepted into this amazing scene.
Thank you so much for having me here. It has been so much fun, honestly. I thought it'd be more of a competitive vibe, but I feel like everyone is here, just for a good time. It is like a family, and I just want to say thank you so much for welcoming me in. I really do feel welcome here, and I definitely want to be back.
Thank you for coming. I'm excited. It was a blast.
My time in Detroit has come to an end, and I get a proper Detroit send-off.
Thank you, guys. Oh, wow. This is awesome. Thank you. Oh, ground as well. This is so great. Yes, Detroit, I love you. Woo, thank you. This is awesome. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I need a new set of lungs after inhaling so much rubber.
That's ridiculous.
In the heartland of America's automotive industry, I found a thriving car community. I met the oldest hustler in town.
One summer, I raced the same guy 6 times. Every time I beat him by a fender.
And an underground hero.
Do you feel comfortable in something like this?
Yes.
A genius who turns the everyday car into a winner.
Is it legal?
I wouldn't say.
Brandy, got my eyes on you, mate.
I won some. And I lost some.
No chance. It's like I'm on a Sunday drive in this car.
But I did get to experience muscle car drag racing firsthand.
Wow!
Otherwise known as Supercar Blondie. I've driven the most exclusive and expensive cars.
That is the car of the future.
And now I have millions of followers around the world tuning in to see what's next. I've managed to turn my passion for supercars into a dream career. But no one's as obsessed about cars as much as Americans. So I'm traveling across the country to uncover the mavericks.
What is this?
Drinking boat. The outlaws.
When the whole car went sideways. Wow! Wow! Yeah! I'm gonna start doing that.
And the hustlers.
We hustle people for money. Hot car, coming in.
That make up these unique motoring crews.
It's possibly the craziest drive. I'm losing my dog!
This time I'm hunting down the New York drifting scene.
There's fire coming from the one.
Just one of America's amazing car crews.
Into first, here we go. Woo! It never gets old, guys. It never gets old. Here I am, New York City, Manhattan, driving around in this incredible car that cost $3 million. $3 million.
It's called the Lamborghini Centenario. There are only 20 of these cars in the world. They're so rare, in fact, that the NYPD are giving me a police escort through Manhattan.
You can just hear the roar of the engine. It just bounces off every wall.
Best sound ever. These cars are the height of technology and engineering in the car world. Even for New Yorkers with deep pockets, this is one of the rarest supercars they can get their hands on.
Alright, I've just found myself in Chinatown.
And suddenly, stand still. There were people everywhere. We had arrived in the middle of their Chinese New Year celebrations.
It doesn't matter whether you know everything about cars or nothing about cars. This car will turn heads. Bye!
But there is so much more to the car world than these $1 million cars, and that's what I'm here to discover.
In particular, I've heard there's this great Tokyo drifting scene on the outskirts of New York. Popular Japanese brands including Nissans, Toyotas, and Mazdas. I wonder whether I could find out what that scene was all about, and better still, could I get a chance to drift Tokyo style? Let's see what this V12 naturally aspirated engine with 770 horsepower can do on some open road. And what better place to try than the Manhattan Bridge?
Here we go! Oh my god! Here we go, over Manhattan Bridge in a $3 million car.
Using my contacts in the supercar world to get started, I've come along to Manhattan Motor Cars, a car dealership where supercars are literally stacked on top of each other over 5 floors. And Adam Weinstein comes from one of the most connected families in the car scene in New York. Would he know someone in the Tokyo drift scene?
So you're the man behind all these cars, are you?
It's a family business. We started over 50 years ago.
Wow, and here we are standing on the rooftop, looking at Manhattan.
The most incredible buildings, the most incredible cars, the most incredible city.
This is insane. It's just the last place I thought you would see all of these cars is on a rooftop.
That's right.
In downtown Manhattan.
Yeah.
Do you just keep them here? Like, they're just always on the rooftop? Is this just a normal thing to see?
Yeah, changing every week or so. But this is a normal occurrence for us. We have 130,000 square feet at this location, and we have 130,000 square feet downtown in Chelsea. We have 5 floors plus the roof of millions of dollars in cars.
Unbelievable.
From 918s to Centenarios to GTO engineering Ferrari. And because of what we do, we have access to some of the greatest people in the world, among some of the greatest cars.
You've got millions of dollars worth of cars. I'm looking for something a little bit different. I know the supercar scenes, but I don't really know the other car cultures.
Very quietly, sort of underground.
In New York,
the right
yeah.
people. It's not really a known thing. We're very well connected.
Are you?
And it's something we can set up for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
My instincts were right about Adam, and he set me up with a meeting. So now I'm on my way across Manhattan to meet his contact. Justin Francisco is part of the Tokyo drifting scene in New Jersey. He spends his days with his crew ripping apart Japanese cars and rebuilding them as drifters. Justin's agreed to meet me.
How did you get into JDM? What was your first car?
I saw videos, and everybody's played video games. Everyone's played, like, you know, Midnight Club, Need for Speed, and that was my era. And it's not the cars that are driving them. It's how these people, like, live their lives. They're more mellow. They're more laid back. And, you know, they're more about, you know, religion and culture and, you know, like family.
This is awesome. I've been led straight to the heart of the JDM crew.
What if you're dealing with someone like me and I drive supercars? Can I mean, are you going to kind of let me in?
It's not one of those things that we just let people in. Let's put it this way. It's not a luxury car. It's a race car. And a supercar is one of those things that you can buy into.
Yeah.
You can buy into that industry. You need to prove to us that you understand not only cars, you need to be one with it. You need to understand how to drive it. You need to understand what it's about.
So you're telling me I can't fake it till you make it?
No, there's no way of faking it.
Listen.
Okay.
I am a supercar driver, but I didn't always drive supercars.
What did you used to drive?
My first car was a Mitsubishi Lancer. And there's something that I just loved about it. It was just so raw.
Okay.
I grew up in a small country town, so there was none of you guys around. There was no crew. There was no gang to join. So it was just me. It was just me driving around town in my Mitsubishi Lancer.
Understood.
But it made me feel free. You know, it was this moment where I had full independence, and I loved that little car. It's still in here, man. It's still in here.
And that is what the JDM culture is about. You're turning something that someone says is dumb to something better.
Okay, so I have a little bit of JDM in me.
Yes.
He's seen me on social media driving these supercars, and I think that's what a lot of people think, that I'm kind of up here, that no one will have anything in common with me, which just isn't the case at all.
What is the test? I mean, how do I come out of this as a member or an honorary member of the JDM crew in New York?
Core in the culture is based upon drifting.
Okay.
I can set you up with a challenge. If you can find a way to figure out the feeling, that initial vibe of being one with the car.
Okay, I gotta actually learn how to drift.
You're gonna learn how to drift.
Right, enough talk. Let's get down to business.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you so much. There's no delicate way of doing this.
You might break your jaw. This is something.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. Need to prepare yourself. Is that why you count down?
Take a breath so you don't die.
Oh, so you don't die?
Yeah.
Good advice.
No. It's kind of like drifting. You gotta hold your breath a little bit and hope for the best. That's this cheeseburger right here.
Hi. Justin set me up to work with his mechanic and collaborator, Cody. He's a key part of the JDM world, stripping cars down to their bare parts and building them up into drifters. I really want to immerse myself in the scene, but learning how to drift is only one part of the story. The main work happens here in the garage, where these cars are customized to handle the brutal challenges of the racetrack.
We got an exhaust to modify. We got some weird wheels to swap out. So,
all right, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, I don't think.
So I had to get my gloves on and start helping Cody out. One of the first rules of JDM is to turbocharge your engine for maximum performance.
Very heavy piece.
You just added 200 pounds to the car. How much does this car just cost standard?
This is a car you can find anywhere for $1,000.
But then how much money do you have to put into it to do all of this? I mean, if you're making it faster than a Lamborghini...
The nice thing is with these cars, you can put $10,000, $15,000 in it, and you can have that 500-600 horsepower that you want.
Whereas if you bought a car for $16,000, you wouldn't get this.
You wouldn't even get anywhere close. Okay. That's why it appeals to so many people. We're going to be doing an exhaust hanger mod, making sure everything fits right.
What actually got you into JDM?
It's what I was able to afford. It gets addicting when you're taking cars that aren't meant to do something.
Right.
and making it 100% your own. And then at the end of the day, you're beating cars like the Lamborghini or the Corvettes or the Vipers, where you're recognized as something where you came from kind of nothing.
It's like the underdog proving
Exactly.
themselves.
If you can weld and take care of your exhaust, that's one of the biggest things in the JDM scene.
So I need to be able to weld this in order to be one step closer to being in the JDM club. Is that why you guys are such a close-knit kind of group and culture?
I would say absolutely, since everything from all aspects is hard-earned and everyone knows what goes into it and knows how far you came. Most people can't do everything, but the blood, sweat, and tears is a huge part of the import scene and the JDM scene where everyone, they have to touch it.
That's part of your culture, to work on it yourself and put in the hours.
Yep.
Okay. So, how'd I go? Do you reckon you'd let me work too?
Well, we got to get this car all finished up. We got to throw the wheels and tires back on it. And if everything went well, we got to go test this car. So.
Are we going to go out in the car?
We're going to be going out in the car. And,
so I got to make sure this is done right, otherwise it's going to fall to bits.
We're going to put it through its paces and make sure you did everything properly.
Now, do these rims need to be extra light or something? I mean...
we want a lighter aftermarket wheel, a stronger wheel, especially with the abuse we put them through.
Okay.
And the ability to replace, especially when you're bashing each other on the track.
Yeah.
Hit a wall, we want the ease of replacement.
Yeah, because you can just replace part of the rim and not the whole rim. But if you're going to get bright blue chrome rims, that's for looks.
Absolutely. You got it. It's style.
Yeah,
JDM style.
JDM is all about style as well.
It's about the balance, the performance, the style, the creating what you want.
You think the car is no better or worse than any other car? It's literally just about the guy using it?
It's just about the guy using it. It's only there to perform one task, so it's strictly dependent on who is behind the tool, same thing as a car. Who's behind the wheel, who's driving it, or who's modifying it, that's your end result.
All right, so there we go. We're all done torquing our wheels. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
What's going on, buddy?
Cody seems happy with my work, but Justin's not done with me.
You think she's worthy to be one of the drifters?
She's getting closer and closer. I think now it's about time that Justin here gets to go show you what it can really do.
I know tomorrow there's an event, so we're going to take care of you, kind of show you a little bit of what the vibe is to feel how it is to be in a car sideways at the speeds that you're at.
Right now?
Let's
right
go.
now.
Let's just go.
I've learned how to fix a car. Now I need to learn how to drift one.
Engage the clutch to the gas.
Okay.
And that's all I want you to do first.
Okay.
All right? Yeah. And then once you feel comfortable, you come in, keep doing a circle, and you watch my hands. That's the most important.
Okay.
Now it's my turn to get behind the wheel.
I'm not massively keen learning how to drift in the dark, let's be honest. I don't think it's perfectly ideal conditions.
If you feel like you're out of control, step on the clutch, pull this back.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Okay.
A little bit of clutch. Gas. Gas, gas, gas. All right. How'd you feel?
Okay.
How'd you feel?
Good, but I just totally stalled it. I forgot to put the clutch in.
You ready? Dump the clutch like a burnout.
Okay.
There you go, there you go. How'd that feel?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, it was more kind of like just a circle rather than drifting.
It is super, super narrow, and it is raining. I've got to prove myself. Justin steps out to leave me on my own.
was awesome! Oh. Oh my God, I can't believe it!
It was awesome. I absolutely loved the feeling. I think it was beginner's luck, to be completely honest with you. I didn't think I'd be drifting around there at all.
Try and take in what you had right now. You got the feeling of the car, you understood what was going on.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's going to be the real test.
Got to mentally prepare for what's happening tomorrow. I don't know, I wasn't expecting it. Don't want to embarrass myself. Although I did really have a lot of fun just then.
After a pretty successful first attempt at drifting, Justin and Cody take me to their local bar to meet some of their crew.
Do you know what? Today has just been a day of new things for me. I've never welded before. I've never taken an exhaust off a car. I've never truly drifted. And you guys all did that for me today. And it's just been so amazing. Thank you guys so, so much. Like taking the time out of your day and...
You got the total package today. Overall, it's not about like the most fastest, the most expensive car. What it is about is just we take people in as a family in a way. This is what it's all about.
So tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the big day.
Okay.
The problem is it's at NJMP, Thunderbolt track. So
what does that mean?
Very, very. It's fast.
It's one of the most gnarliest, the way it's set up, everything else. So on the whole East Coast, it's one of the more serious tracks we have out there.
The first few runs, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be rough. But it's all about commitment. You got to go into it, and you just got to throw it. You just got to fully commit and just go.
This is your final initiation stage. We don't want you to do what I do, or he does, whatever. We want you to figure it out on your own and stick to it. Don't start changing things because I pulled the e-brake here or he throws the wheel here. It's all about finding those points that you feel comfortable with and moving forward with that. It's not the style of the car, it's more just the style of how you find a way to find yourself. I believe you should have fun.
Okay, good.
Don't think about it. Just have fun. The more smoke, the better.
Just attack everything that's in front of you when it's in front of you.
Don't think too much.
You're going into those turns, you're not looking down at the speedometer, you're just going for it. E-brake hard, right back on the gas, just go for it.
Drifting's about not only having the most fun, most smoke, everything else, but making the next event. So we got to make sure that this car is at least repairable.
Oh, you mean, so the car can't be falling apart?
You can't destroy this car.
All right, good luck.
All right, okay, thanks guys. Woo!
Yeah. So this what New York sound like? I go by the name GS Bay. King. It's time for the Queen though. We gonna take it to Brooklyn. Windows down.
It's my final day here, and although I've got a meeting with Justin, Cody, and the rest of the JDM crew, I couldn't leave New York without catching up with some old friends, the Supercar Girls.
So nice to see you. What's up?
You think of the car ads, it's usually a guy behind the wheel of a car, a woman in the passenger seat. When more and more women in the real world start getting behind the wheel of these incredible cars, then the perception of who drives them is going to change as well.
It's just so special, you know, coming into the city and instead of being around like 10, 20 guys, it's us as women.
They're not the wives of the guys that own the cars. They themselves have worked extremely hard to be able to own these incredible cars.
The best part of it all is like little kids. They look at the car and they know it's something special, you know, and it just makes me, I just have to pull over and I'm like, all right, come here, take a picture. I'm late, but...
Like, these are some of the newest cars on the market. It's insane.
Yeah.
Who's driving this baby?
This is me.
I know Lambo Jules from way back. She owns a number of luxurious supercars, which she then hires out to the wealthy and elite.
Lambo Jules, you just stuck to the Lamborghinis.
Well, you know, it's aggressive. It's just sexy. Like the doors, everything about it just makes you feel so like empowered.
I get you,
right?
Because I drive a Lamborghini, right? And I just every time you get in, you just as soon as the engine roars, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Janessa de la Cruz has made her living as a model and now runs a gallery and studio space in Brooklyn.
They're intimidated by anything that's larger than them, but I'm not. When I'm in this baby, I feel powerful. I feel like the boss.
There are so many women now driving supercars and hypercars. Women are given more of an opportunity now to be able to spend money on what we want to spend money on. We now have the opportunity to have careers that we may not have been able to have a few decades ago. Gwen Rowe is an award-winning fitness expert with over 10 years of experience in the Keep Fit industry.
How do people usually respond to you driving a Corvette around New York?
You know, one of the funniest things is that you see how it's a group of us standing here?
Yeah.
Let's say it's me and a group of guys standing around.
Which is usually the case, right? Yeah.
And someone wants to take a picture. They go way over here to the guy. Hey, can I take a picture of your car? I'm like, all right. Like, why can't it be my car?
Right.
You know, why can't it be?
Even though it's still a hugely male-dominated world, what is great is a lot of us are no longer afraid to buy a car, own it, and drive it. Leaving behind my supercar friends, I head west under the Hudson for the final chapter of my New York journey. New Jersey Motorsport. Thunderbolt Racetrack at Millville is one of America's most historic racetracks. 3.5 kilometers of gnarly twists and turns known as the Jersey Devil. And it's wet. Arriving at the track, I wasn't worried at all because I've been to a lot of tracks, but I've got to show these guys that I've got what it takes to be a part of this JDM crew. But I didn't know how scary this was going to be.
Oh my God.
How you doing?
What's going on?
How you doing, bro? How's
What
everything going?
have you put me in for? Honestly,
I told you yesterday was it was just a taste.
I was really confident going in this morning. I was like, yeah, I could drift in that car park, no issue.
Just go in with full confidence. I think you're gonna be okay.
I'm definitely feeling anxious today. The pressure is on.
You guys have been awesome telling me how to actually go into a drift, how to tackle this track. So I really, really appreciate that. I would be way more scared if you weren't here right now. So thank you so much for coming.
It's no pressure.
Okay.
You can ask any of these guys out here what inspired them and like what can just make you a better driver.
Yeah.
Because we got a couple more people. Not to make you nervous, but it's more of a JDM scene that's trying to like embrace that you're trying to do the impossible in the short amount of time that you've been with us.
How many cars have we got coming all together?
I think overall, we have over like 15 cars coming.
15?
Yeah, 15.
Hi, thank you very much for coming down. Hey, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Hi. Nice to meet you. So nice to meet you.
Same here.
Another
How's
girl on
everything?
scene. I'm so glad to see that.
That's so
Oh, you
can
can sleep through all of this engine noise?
Oh, you
Wow.
can see it. You do so bad.
You've done everything yourself.
Changed my turbos, my intake, added some little tidbits here and there, gauge, some wiring, vacuum hoses.
I've never seen this before.
I just get tired of popping the hood all the time, so I was like, you know what? Let me cut a big hole in it. It works.
There are 3 types of cars.
Yes.
Drifters and speeders and straight lines. There's a 4th category.
Okay.
And it's called Trailer Queen. This thing really doesn't go anywhere. It gets washed and it gets parked and it comes out for events
It's a
like
show
this.
pony.
This is a show pony.
Ah.
Yes,
I have faith in you.
Write it down.
You have faith as
Yes.
well. Okay, good. But
I
that's
have
as far
faith
as
in
you're
you.
going.
That's as far as I'm going. It is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah. I mean, it looks hard, so.
Oh. Yeah.
To have this community come out and welcome me to Jersey to the New York State area was really, really touching. Matt's a policeman, and he's going to be my tutor and take me on my first lap.
So it's really all about controlling where the weight of the car is. Front or back, obviously, wherever you put the weight is going to have more grip.
This is way more serious than just drifting in an empty car park.
Yeah, I mean, it can be serious, but we really just like to have a good time. Whoa, slick right there.
Yeah. We are taking these turns at 90 miles an hour. This is not just turning at 90 miles an hour. This is drifting into this turn. He's actually worked up about this. Like, this doesn't usually happen.
You alright?
I found myself being really scared.
My tire feels like it's coming apart.
Yeah, right. Great, that's all I need to hear.
Let's try one more.
So slippery there, huh?
You felt that?
Yeah. Oh, are we in the mud? Oh my God. I was not expecting the speeds that you needed to get up to kind of tackle those corners.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm actually really scared about this. I didn't think I'd feel this way. I was like, I've been on the track heaps. I've been driving around in every kind of car around the track. I've just never experienced anything like this. This track is fast.
The rear lower control.
Spinning out broke the rear axle.
Subframe there.
Whoa, it's completely snapped.
Yeah.
So the guys get to work on preparing a replacement car.
New Jersey has some stricter seatbelt rules as far as the racetrack goes. We need to add this 5-point harness before they'll allow us on the track.
That's the car I'm now going to be going in because the car that we just tested has now been kind of beat up. Things have fallen off it. This is how intense this track is. Now I'm actually honestly quite worried about how this is going to go. How am I going to do this? So how are we going, guys?
Great. Driver's seat's done. We just got to finish bolting the seat in.
Yep.
And then this car's ready to rock. My car just got a 5th point put in it as well.
So two of us are going to go out at the same time?
Oh, yeah. 2 cars to the track. That's how we have fun.
As work on the cars continued, I wanted to show my appreciation. And in true Japanese style, I've brought a little gift to say thank you. So I went shopping and I found this for you.
Awesome. That's so sick.
This is for a little bit of luck.
I truly appreciate it. We got luck on our side. You know, we got a good crew behind us, and they're really, like, embracing the fact that you want to be a part of us. So
thank you,
I
Justin.
truly appreciate the drive. I appreciate the passion, and let's just make this happen.
Let's just have some fun, right?
Yeah,
let's just have some fun. The cars are ready to go, but the drivers are still worried about how slick the track is. How'd you go?
A few of the sections of the track are super slick. He had warned me, and you had a lot of grip, and then just
boom.
Nothing.
But you sound pretty confident. I mean,
it's fun. This is what I love to do. Okay. This is what I live to do.
I'm going out with the new driver one last time before I try drifting myself. This is it. Take 2. Don't know how this is going to go. We already got rid of one car and one driver. It's gone. You going to take it easy on me?
Yeah, of course.
Kind of.
A little bit.
Nice bit of smoke there.
Yeah, burns a little oil.
We go out onto the track, sandwiched between 2 other cars.
It is not a dry track at all. Facing the wrong way.
wallet.
Oh, is that
I'm
normal?
not sure what that was. Yeah, it should be okay.
Okay.
So my shoe fell off like half lap.
Your shoe fell off? What? No! This is not normal.
Yo!
Fire.
Fire!
Fire.
Under
fire.
the hood!
As soon as we came back on that last stretch, I saw a flame coming from the underside of this BMW. So it's just smoking. It's on fire.
This is 2 cars in, and we have only made it around the track twice.
What are you looking at here? What's happening?
Well, it was just breaking up a little bit while we were under boost, and
Your car's breaking up too?
yeah, it was just like the engine was not quite running 100%.
Okay.
But I think it's good to go. I mean,
Can we go?
Yeah.
We can go again? Okay, we can go again. All right, okay. I'm going to drive. I'm going to drive an engine half working. At this point, I've broken a car. I've burnt a car. My nerves are totally shot. Like, I'm shaking. I'm just about to go out onto the track. JDM community has shown up to watch this moment. The pressure is on. I really don't know how this is going to go. What I do have with me is this little good luck charm. It's all about bringing good fortune, which is what I need in this moment. So it's going to sit there on the dash and it's just going to pull good fortune towards me as I drive around the track.
How am I physically going to make it around this track if the pros are wrecking their cars?
Look at this gear stick. It is actually on sideways. This is the kind of car we're talking about. This car, the driver said he built it in 2 weeks. I'm not used to beating cars up. I'm used to... Wow, okay. Woo, got some go. Just gonna get used to the track first. God, it does that easy though, doesn't it?
You're doing it. You're getting there.
Oh my God. All right, here we go. She's a beauty.
She's good to go. Slow down a little. There you go. Gas, gas. Go, go, go.
So I started tackling these corners at quite some speed.
All right, you're gonna get stuck. Keep going.
Oh, now it's stuck. No way. At least I didn't lose my shoe.
I know, how are we going to make it around this track? This is ridiculous.
Still alive. I just entered the turn way too fast and just went totally off track.
These cars are incredibly powerful on a slippery track. My last chance to impress. I need to focus, pull together everything I've learned. Time to become a drifter.
Oh
no! The track is so slippery. I need to find the balance between pushing too hard and too little.
Okay, good. All right.
Gas, gas, gas.
All I could hear is push it more, push it, go for it, push it, push it.
Right there, stay in it.
Ah, no! Push too far. I'm completely out of control.
Hang on. Here we go. Okay, hang on. No!
There you go. You see how when you stay in it, it helps you pull through, and it's not whopping you back and forth?
In that moment where you think you're completely out of control, that is the moment where you need to push even harder. It is that moment where you think you're on the edge of spinning out, being completely out of control, that you need to push that one step further. I've learned to slide out the back of the car, the first stage of proper drifting. In this timescale and under these conditions, it feels like a real achievement.
I could have easily backed out. After I was in the passenger seat, I thought, I don't know if I can go through with this. I think everyone has that moment when you start off, and I thought, I'm just going to do this. I'm here for a reason. I need to push through. It's that moment where you need to completely embrace something new and push through that in order to come out the other side with knowing something new and having achieved something new in life.
Her drive and her passion for this is starting to show, so I think this is probably like the best fit to say that she's definitely initiated in, because she wants to learn, and I think that for us, the perfect timing for her to just, show us what she's got.
In my time in New York State, I've made friends with a great car community, the JDM crew. I've learnt to weld, up the spec on a JDM car. I've done a donut in a New Jersey car park.
There you go.
In the dark. Broke the axle of a Mazda. It's completely smashed. And I finally accomplished my first stage of drifting. But more importantly, New York has shown me there's more to this city than just super expensive hypercars.
Thank you guys. You rock.